I was at Wembley for the Belgium game, and
you fell asleep.
It wasn't the most exciting.
Exactly, you fell asleep.
But in the end, do you care about that?
Of course.
Or do you just want to win?
No. Oh, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
If you will not give us stuff, right? If England are there holding up the trophy at the end, you couldn't give us stuff how they played. There's
more chance of Nelson getting his eye back. I promise you. There is no chance. 3 ways you can get in touch with us here on the Euros Forum. Skype, Sports Tonight Live. You can Twitter on at Sports Tonight TV. And we've got a phone number as well, 0207 291 0868. Let's go back to the Skype wall. Richard, who's playing with his moustache and goatee there. Richard Lewis, who writes for the Sabotage Times. You agree with Flash, short tournament for England?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I've only just kind of tuned in, so I've only caught the back end of it. But yeah, look, I just think that the issue that we've got with the England squad at the moment is that, I mean, and Hodgson's kind of compacted it a little bit, is that we've not got a lot of quality in general. What quality we have had, it seems to have been either injured, in the case of Lampard, suspended in the case of Rooney. Then you've got issues like, you know, there's a big question mark about Scott Parker's fitness. I don't know if that's a media invention or a genuine issue, because he seems to be fine. He's playing the games, but after every game there's always, he might have an Achilles problem, whatever. But not just that, I mean, surely at the point where we get an injury, a very unfortunate injury at Cahill with a broken jaw, you have to let go to an experienced player. I'm not going to even suggest Ferdinand, but why would you pick a Liverpool reserve? That makes no sense to me. Like, if he's got potential, brilliant. Bring him through, you know, at a later date. This is an international tournament that comes around every 4 years. You can't take a Liverpool reserve to that game. I mean, it's not even as if Liverpool were any great shakes this season. So to take a reserve is especially bad. So yeah, it was a very odd decision to me. If I was, I don't know why Ferdinand's tweeting, because if I was Micah Richards, I'd be the one tweeting, because he should be in that squad at that point.
I think he's another one that should have been in the original 23-man, because if ever you want to be able to play like we're going to play and then carry a threat on the break, that man can be clearing it in the 18-yard box in 1 second, and 7 seconds later he could be crossing the ball for somebody else. Also, you see Rhodri playing against Micah Richards. We ain't seeing Rhodri, because he is going to be unbelievably petrified. Now he's got Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson, the one question mark over him is he can't defend. Oh, that's good. We'll
That's a slight problem when you're a defender.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, look, mate, everyone knows Glenn Johnson does the basics of defending incredibly wrong. I mean, it's been said, I mean, one of the guys I work with, you know, at the website, he's obviously doing his UEFA coaching badges, and it drives him mad how poor Glenn Johnson is defensively. He doesn't jockey defenders, he doesn't show them the right side to kind of push them out of space. He just kind of blunders into tackles, and if he makes them, great, but if he doesn't, we're in all sorts of trouble. Going forward, hell of a player, you can't dispute that, but in terms of a solid right back, he is not that. And you know, I totally agree with you. I'd even been thinking, you know, like Kyle Walker being a first choice there, because I think he's impressed me hugely at Tottenham. But certainly Micah Richards is a player who can play centre back, he can play defensive midfield, he can play right back, he can play wing back, and he's just got bundles of energy. He's just won a title. Why isn't he in the squad? So it seems to me, again, what Hodgson has done in terms of bringing in these bit part players is admirable on the one hand, because everyone says, why wouldn't an England manager give these fringe players a chance and take them to a tournament? But you've got to at least pick the ones in form, like Grant Holt or somebody like that. You don't take a Liverpool reserve as cover. I mean, you know, I was a bit surprised, to be honest, with the choice of goalkeepers as well, which I don't think excited anybody. So,
Richard, I'm going to jump in there, and just in one word, thank you very much for your contribution tonight. In one word, you said it's a short tournament for England. How short? Do they get out of Group D?
Just then they're done.
Right.
Stay ahead of the game with Sports Tonight Live. Don't miss a thing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search for Sports Tonight Live on Facebook and like our fan page. Follow Sports Tonight TV on Twitter and tweet us your thoughts and opinions. Sports Tonight Live, it's the platform for the fans.